to the drawing board. So what advice do you have for somebody that's rebranding?
You could be a basketball player for whatever's university, but in the point of being that basketball player, never lose yourself. You see what I'm saying? Never lose yourself.
So
always pay attention.
Tapping the inner you, basically.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. That's because that's the only thing they can't take away.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Once these computers are shut down, bro, and can't nobody print their degree off, everything you learn in that degree, everything you learn in that study, everything that you have in you, is the only thing that's going to be left, bro.
What's happening, babe?
Right now, you listening to
Innovative Black Station.
Innovative Black Station. Innovative Black Station. The place where you can speak your
mind.
Your mind.
Welcome to the Innovative Black Station. It's your host, J.Black, and you tuned in to Inside the Industry. Today, man, we got a very special guest. You know, I don't know if I can call him the Hustler of the Year yet, but we might be able to.
I'm trying to make it, man. I'm trying to make it there, bro.
Yeah, we got the CEO of X Group, the author of a upcoming book, the art behind the hustle.
Art behind the hustle be.
What you say? Gwynette's on X
Gwynette's
Malone.
on X Malone.
What's going on, brother?
I'm out here repping, man. I appreciate you inviting me out and doing this exclusive, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do this interview with anybody else but you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You a real stand-up dude, bro, and I'm rocking with you from 2017 on everything you got going, bro. So I really appreciate this, bro.
Respect. So tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, you got multiple brands that you're working right now. How did all this come about?
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. It started out of just straight desperation. You see what I'm saying? Like really just, if anybody know me from Gwinnett, you know what I mean? Know that my first passion was sports. Really, you know what I mean? Football early on, but definitely basketball after. You know what I mean? And it really drove me, man. You know, it really drove me to become a better person. You know, a whole bunch of work ethic. And now I'm glad I went through that. You know what I mean? Because how everything ended up with me becoming, you know, part of the hustle. You know what I mean? Starting my grind, my hustle, and all of that. So that's really where it first. That was like the real grassroots. You know what I mean? Of starting everything. But after that, going to high school, playing ball, getting letters from a couple different schools. You know what I mean? I went to a junior college first, you know what I mean? And then I was going to sign out of the junior college and go D1. But when I really got to school, man, and I really seen how school is like, they pimping you, man. You know what I mean? They teaching kids. I mean, don't get me wrong. School is a great thing. You need to go and get your degree. Because that's the piece of paper that they say you need to have to be able to play this game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But when I got there, they were teaching you how to be a better employee and not a better owner. And I believe if we're in a society like this where, you know what I mean, you have this economy and you're able to pay football players and basketball players millions of dollars, I feel, you know what I mean, you should be teaching your kids from a totally different perspective than just teaching them these old scholastics. You know what I mean?
True. So
that. It really was an eye opener for me, man. Just really going to South Georgia Tech, and it was kind of crazy how God really, you know, God will put you in a situation where, shoot, He the only one that can talk to you, bro. You see what I'm saying? And he'll make it quiet so you can hear Him. And that's pretty much what it was, bro. When I went down there to South Georgia Tech, bro, it was a cotton field across the street. Hot. Smoldering, bro. South Georgia. So I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to do nothing. But just during that time, I did a lot of growing. I seen a lot. And school wasn't, it looked totally different to me, bro.
Wow.
Well,
when you say that experience with school, like, because I do agree, like, school, it basically teaches you how to be a worker. You know, from kindergarten on, like, they don't teach you life skills in school. They just teach you how to be a worker.
That's it.
But as far as school, like you say, that being in South Georgia, it kind of opened your eyes to a lot. Don't you think school, like going to school, the intangible things, like the things you learn about yourself is, you know, is valuable.
Very true, because for a lot of kids, this is the first time they actually, you know what I mean, away from home. You know what I mean? But with sports, man, when we playing on, you know what I mean, the Georgia Stars, like Georgia Stars was a Nike-sponsored team, so at 15, 16, 17, we going to Vegas and Texas, and you know what I mean? So traveling, I experienced that at a young age, you know what I mean? So going to school, that wasn't something that really won me over.
Okay.
Because when you learn 10 times more when you on that road, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The street life, it don't matter. You ain't got to be thugging. You ain't got to be shooting it up and be throwing. Yeah, but you got to learn how to keep up with your own stuff. You know what I mean? Learn how to, watch out. You never know who watching you.
True.
There's other things you got to watch, but you definitely right. Going to school is something that you need. You kind of need that. Like I said, it's so many great variables about it. I think college is great. I think there should be a 13th grade and a 14th grade and a 15th grade. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But I don't get why you sitting up here. Bro, I'm gonna owe you a Honda Civic when I get this degree. And I ain't even driving the Honda Civic.
Right.
Now I gotta go get me a Honda Civic so I can get back and forth to the job that you gave me the degree to.
And that you probably won't even get coming out. So, we're talking about college, and you kind of like, I guess kind of lightly talked about, I just played D1. You was a starter at the University of Miami.
Man, like this how synonymous it happened. Like, to tell you the truth, like I got my contract, you know what I mean? I got my scholarly, but went to South Georgia Tech, and like it really blew me. So by the time I was there, I was done, man. I was done. Never got a chance to really step on the floor at playing D1, but it was, the love was gone, bro.
So what did you see that like made you like? I know you said it was like pimping them, but like what was one specific like situation you was like, oh nah, it was like the last straw?
Bro, when I walked in any arena, you play it. You know at the door they charging. You ain't get none of that. When I seen them literally selling jerseys, bro, with Cat's numbers on the back, and they only selling this jersey at this particular time because this player is good. They ain't buying it because he Joe Smo. They ain't buying it because he got the new Yeezys on his feet. They buying it because he good, but he don't get none of that. When he go back to the school, they fly back, they go to his dorm room, he ain't gonna have nothing to eat. You see what I'm saying? You dead dog tired. You done gave the school and the university everything. But who eating at the end of the day? The school, and basically that fed your drive to be a hustler. It started it from there, bro. It kick drive me, bro. And when I got back home, it was even crazier because like people said the same thing, bro. You can go to UM, bro.
Yeah.
What the heck? Why you back here in Lawrenceville?
Yeah.
What are you doing? It wasn't in me, man. It wasn't in me. It was just like I felt robbed. I felt robbed of something that I love for its purest sense. Sports, I've been playing that, we all play sports when we was young. But I felt that I was robbed of that, just having to go to school, because it's a business, man. It ain't just the practices and the games. No, brother. You got that 5 a.m. run session where you got to run that mile. Then you got class, you got 8 o'clock class. Shoot, then you got another class at 9. Shoot, then you got individual workouts at 11. Then you got weightlifting at 12.
It's like a job at the end of the day.
And you ain't cut me down, Chet.
Yeah. They say the scholarship is enough.
Bro,
when they making all that money out for you, they should, like you said, they paying the player that's playing the best at the time. That money's coming from that.
I think it should be compensated, man. That's just me in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? Any words being slurred right now is not a reflection of J.Black.
So you talked about you came back to Lawrenceville, and I was reading in the book. You said you started doing a party promoting.
Yeah, bro. Like
your first run wasn't as good. It was. It let you down. You said nobody showed up.
Man, a lot of people know, some people know me now for, throwing parties or whatnot. I went through a long run in Gwinnett and in Atlanta, you know what I mean, where I teamed up with some pretty heavy hitters, bro, that's really doing a lot in the industry right now. But they looked at me as a young pup. You see what I'm saying? So I just tried to be smart and come up under them. But I started out here, high school parties. The first party I ever had was like a flop. It was a dud, bro. And that was like one of them gut check moments, like, huh!
Yeah.
And everybody was waiting, like, he ain't in school. He done stopped playing ball. We know him for balling, not throwing no parties. You know what I'm saying? And the first one, bloop. But it was a gut check, and it made me better. And it gave me a different drive after I really had found out what happened and all of that. It was a real, you know, it was God once again changing my aspect and changing, you know, my views on the situation and turning it 360, man.
So you said like that was your second. You said basketball was your first hustle, and that was your second hustle. What were some of like the similarities you seen between both of those? Like they two different things, but as a hustler, like it's the same grind at the end of the day. What was the similarities between the two?
I mean, at the time I didn't see it. It was just something for me. The parties was something for me to do. It was similar in the context of, okay, shoot, I used to hoop. When you hooped, especially in Gwinnett County, when you had the run that we had, when you know what I'm saying, you had Chris Allen, you had Lou Williams, you had Billy Humphrey, you had Mike Mercer, you had a whole slew full of people that was going D1. You know what I'm saying? And at a time where it was like, shoot, you know, you out of one county, you usually get about one cat, let alone 6, 7, 8 cats going D1 at one time. Okay, so the popularity in sports was out here. You know what I mean? So at that time where I'm back, I'm fresh back in the county, I'm not really doing anything. Okay, what can I do to make some shake? I can't go out here and flip no burgers. Nothing wrong with it. But at that time, I was above it. You see what I'm saying? My pride wouldn't, I ain't going to flip no burger. So I'm like, man, what can I do right now to really make it work, bro? And I was like, shoot, I need to be able to take the popularity that I have and turn it into something. At the time, it was a couple cats that was throwing parties, you know what I'm saying? Not hating or jocking. I just wanted something different. I wanted to do me different. You know what I mean? I play well on the team, but if the team ain't representing like I feel it should be represented, shoot, I'd rather, you know what I mean? I'd rather rep myself, bro. I'd rather rep myself. So, I mean, I took the popularity aspect of hooping and brought it over to the parties, and that's what really motivated, you know what I mean? That was my off-the-rip similarity to, okay, shoot, let's get this money. If 100 people know you from, you know what I mean, playing basketball, shoot, you can get 25 to 50 of them people, you know what I mean, to come check you out at what event you have.
Exactly, and then I was reading, and you were saying like, you know, with your popularity as a basketball player, you use every opportunity with meeting people to brand yourself.
Every
opportunity. How did you balance that by not like forcing it on people, just kind of making it more organic, or was you one of those aggressive, you know, branded?
When I started throwing the parties, through the first couple parties, the first flop, you know what I mean, you know, second two kind of picked up more with more juice. It was like, it ran by itself. Once it really picked up, the hardest thing I really found out is it's hard for people to put you outside of that box they already have you set in. You see what I'm saying?
Rebranding.
So the biggest thing to me was getting people like, I'm not a hooper no more. I ain't no hooper no more. I throw parties. So if you got a birthday, you need a VIP section, or you want to do that's. So I really think that was like the hardest thing for me really to do is like rebrand myself. But I'm glad that it happened. Hindsight being 2020, man, like I'm glad it happened then, because being able to start so many businesses, I'm able to rebrand myself so quick now.
Wow.
Where so many other people in another aspect might look at it like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I didn't put so much into this.
Wow. What advice do you have for rebranding? Like just, you know, like you say, especially for athletes, because, you know, that some people make it, some people don't. An injury can shut everything down. And, you know, they got to, you know, go back to the drawing board. So what advice do you have for somebody that's rebranding?
All right, what's rebranding athletes or rebranding?
Just in general, because, you know.
Rebranding athletes, man, rebranding athletes. Athletes, you got your popularity on your side. You are your brand. A1 off the rip, you are your brand. You know what I'm saying? So if you have to be smart enough to use what you got to win. You know what I'm saying? If you're a basketball player and you got personality, Shout out my man Alex Weeks, man, from Berkmar High School. He played for the Harlem Globetrotters right now. But he's always had like a crazy personality, super funny, but when he got to that court, you might get dunked on. But it's just so synonymous now that he's seen that skill early in life, and now being 32, 33 years old, he didn't bang a job with the Harlem Globetrotters, bro. World famous. Now he flying out, he's seeing Europe, Paris, all of this, doing something that he loves.
Right.
That's another way to rebrand yourself. You know what I mean? I just use that as an example, just to kind of rebrand yourself. You could be a basketball player for whatever university, but in the point of being that basketball player, never lose yourself. You see what I'm saying? Never lose yourself.
So
always pay attention.
In the inner you, basically.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. That's because that's the only thing they can't take away.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Once these computers are shut down, bro, and can't nobody print their degree off, everything you learn in that degree, everything you learn in that study, everything that you have in you, is the only thing that's going to be left, bro. It's the only thing.
So we're talking about brands. Now you have, like at the beginning we talked about your brand. Now you got you do the graphic design, you do the interior work on the cars, and then you also have the Rise and Grind Morning Show. How does all that how do you work? How do you manage all those brands?
Man, it is meticulous, bro. Like to tell you the truth, like I feel like coming up, I have like ADHD. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to be doing all of this now, it amazes me sometimes just to look at it because, like you said, I do graphic designs, XXX designs, you know what I'm saying? We design flyers, business cards, posters, banners, all of that, you know what I mean? So that's one. Then I got Express Tees, where all we do is just t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Then I got Extreme Detailing. That's where we do all the detailing of the cars, bust it down, do all of that. Then we got Exclusive Pics. That's where we take all the pictures and all of that. And then, like you said, we got the Rise and Grind Morning Show. That's my baby. You know what I mean? That's my baby. And I'm really putting a lot into it right now. But I'm still available to do everything else. It's just want to, man. Real talk. It's just grit.
Yeah.
You gonna make time. You gonna make time for things you want. That's for me.
Yeah.
And my main focus right now is just feed my family. So feed my family shoot is gonna come first, and that's with the check. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to make money to feed my family.
So how do these all? Because you talked about like you just the rebranding goes back to tying into you. How does all this tie into you, like as a person?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. It's so crazy that we're doing this interview now, and this is a week removed from me putting my grandma in the, you know what I'm saying, the ground, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you can even see the love that everybody done gave my mom. You know what I mean? My grandma was 95 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the hustle I have now is really dedicated to her because it was a lot of times me being 6 and 7 years old where she was taking me to 1, 2, 3, 4 of her jobs, you know what I mean? And my grandma was the type, bro, she'd put you on. Especially being out here in Gwinnett, bro, everybody knew my grandma. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't just know her just, hey, Miss Josephine, they knew her because she was working. She was the one that had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jobs, you know what I mean? And my grandma was putting us on. I dedicate all of it, you see what I'm saying, to her, man. Miss Josephine Harris, I love you forever in my heart, man. Rest in peace. Thank you for everything that you've ever given me. Everything. You know what I mean, bro? That's real. That's from the heart, bro. That's from the heart.
So the art behind the hustle, what should we expect from this book? I know everything we kind of talked about goes into the hustle, but what specifically should, when people expecting this book, what should they expect?
Well, first off the rip, let me say thank you to Mia Fairnight. She is the author of this book. It is a story about me. It's a story about me, but she put her heart and her soul into writing this book, man, and it is a work of art. Picking the book up at first glance, it's a real story, bro. It's real. It's authentic. This is me. I feel I have a story that if another young kid reads it, man, it'll speed them 10 to 15 years ahead, man, of where I was in a situation where they are. You know what I mean? Being in high school, coming out of high school, only having that one lane or that one avenue that the world is gonna put you in, especially as a young black male. You see what I'm saying? They only put you in a couple lanes. But the book is just really to show like you don't have to be stuck in those lanes. You have options. You just have to tap into them. It's just like the personality thing. You know you got a personality, but shoot, it's more than just personality for just hollering at chicks. Shoot, you better use some of that personality to get on here in front of a camera and say something funny, or you know what I'm saying? Because right now, this has empowered us so much, bro. If you can't win now in today's time, it ain't too much winning for you. It ain't too much winning for you. You know what I'm saying? So you better get cool with some people that is winning or something, bro. I don't know. That's pretty much the gist of the book. You know what I mean? On first glance, picking it up, it is about me. Mia Fairnight, you did a great job writing this book, and I can't wait for people to read it and hear your work, read your work, and see your creativity, man. I bless you from the bottom of my heart for you putting everything into this book the way you did, man. Like I just had to get that out the way, man. Like she did her thing, and to get somebody to really put their skill and their talent into something else off of an idea, bro. Because that's how it all started, bro. It was just off of an idea. It was just off of an idea, off of a flat idea. And now, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 years later, we here and we almost have, you know what I mean, finished product that we can give people. So I'm excited.
So when is it a expected release date right now, or are you just still, doing the final touches?
Still doing the final touches at this point, man. You know, like it's so much going on. You know what I mean? I'm still trying. I'm doing all the rest of the businesses just to stay afloat. I'm doing the Rise and Grind morning show because that's love and passion. You know what I mean? We've gotten thus far in the book just off of sheer passion. Right. You see what I'm saying? To take two grown individuals that work their own separate lives and their own separate jobs and to come up with that much creative content on paper is amazing. So, I mean, it's slated to drop. I can't give you a date, but it's coming soon. It's coming soon. I wanted it to be a short read. I didn't really want to make it long, so now I'm going back in my head like, is it long enough? Is it long enough? So when I guess when I get over that and say, okay, I'm gonna rock with this. Maybe we can release it and go from there, and then maybe do like a art behind the hustle reloaded. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something like that. I guess that's where we're gonna try and rock with it at.
Okay, so just make sure you be on the lookout for that. Where can they find you at?
Man, they can find me Instagram, nxwetrust.com. The dot is dot.com, man. You can find me Facebook, Isley Malone, Isley Malone, and shoot, nxwetrust.com. You already know, man. You can find me on the Rise and Grind morning show, 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, live hip hop daily. Download the app. Shout out Jay Grady, man. That's my shooter, bro. You always keep my good
fresh.
stuff.
Keep it fresh. I did have one question. It was a quote that was in the book, and it was you might have to help me out, but it was basically saying take the trying out.
You see.
It was like take the trying out and just walk into the career or something that you want to do, or be the person that you want to be. How important is the I guess the mental or the mindset, in all of this?
Man, you have to.
Because you can have the grind and the hustle, but you still gotta have that mindset to even, like you say, when you took that first punch in the gut, ain't nobody show up to your party, but you had that drive in your head like, nah, I can't. You feel me? I can't be defeated like this.
Can't be. You almost slick gotta have an ego. You see what I'm saying? But know when to let up and know when to, you know what I'm saying, when your ego needs to be there. Your ego is gonna play into your drive. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna I ain't gonna wanna lose this something. You see what I'm saying? And I know the money on the line. Especially if somebody say you can't, you be like, what? I can't. Shoot, that's just gonna turn me up even more. Just
prove. I gotta prove.
I got to. I ain't from St. Louis, but shoot, I'm all about that. Show me. Yeah. I'm all about that. Show me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the aspect you just gotta get used to. Have kind of like a cocky spirit, but know when to use it, and then you just have to have drive and ambition, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to get used to being told no a lot. That's off the rip. You know what I'm saying? If you looking for one no, shoot, you gonna quit at first try. You know what I'm saying? Now if you going looking for 6, 7, 8 no's, then shoot, hey, you in the game. Shoot, a lot of people that if you don't possess that skill, I give you a job, like an example of a job where you can go to kind of like get paid and learn that skill at the same time. And I know people be like, man, I ain't going, but working at a call center, bro.
Yeah.
If you got your little slick little
skills,
job, call
center.
center, it don't matter what you really calling about. You know, in a real hustle note, shoot, this ain't something I'm gonna be doing forever. Because they got aspects of being more, but they can see a situation and learn how to pimp the situation to make them better and get paid in the process. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So shoot, you become a little call center person, boom, boom, boom. You gonna get your nose, but it ain't knows about your product.
Yeah.
It's knows about somebody else's product. But guess who getting that first hand learning? And every time you sell somebody else's product, you gonna gain that confidence as well. So shoot, anybody out there listening, man, I better get y'all a little call center, a little job, man, a little part-time job somewhere. Hey, that's the real art behind the hustle, bro. To be able to elevate and think above what other cats is doing, to make your way in life and live. Shh. That'll get you riding around in these little BMWs and these Maseratis that these cats be wanting. Shoot, they be wanting to go out here and buy cash and rob a nigga for it, bro. Get you a little part-time hustle. Learn you a skill in the process, and shoot, when you done with it, then you flip to something else. And then use what you done learned in the past to, you know what I'm saying?
So the art behind the hustle is coming soon, man. Make sure y'all follow my man X Malone at X We Trust.
NXWeTrust.com. You can go there.
All one word. Yeah.
NX, that's IN, the letter X, WE Trust.com, man. NXWeTrust.com, man. I'm sorry, my wife's been going off the whole interview. Crazy, bro. But yeah, NXWeTrust.com. Man, log on. You can see bits and pieces of the Rise and Grind Morning Show. I always try to keep a clip up, you know what I mean? A full episode of the Rise and Grind Morning Show. You can go and see cars we've detailed, shirts we've done, you know what I mean? All of that. Real talk, bro. If y'all gonna be with me for a little minute today, bro, I really like to, you know what I mean? Kind of show y'all kind of like a day in life, you know what I mean? And just show you how we do business, man. Show you how everything is. You know what I mean? I already, you know, it's early, but I already cook for y'all, man. Pops cook, we fed y'all, man.
For sure.
It's a real interview, bro, and I really appreciate that. Innovative, bro, because like black people really need it, bro. Especially in a time like this, it ain't too much on TV worth looking at, man. And especially from us, we all cooning and shucking and jiving, bro.
Exactly. We need that proper representation on.
And that's why I love this.
On TV, yeah.
That's why I love this.
Any shout outs before we get out of here?
Man, shout out you, bro. Shout out you for giving me this opportunity to come out here and give me this little interview, bro. Like it's been dope. I gave a shout out to my mom, my dad, rest in peace, grandma, my brothers, Live Hip Hop Daily Cast, Jay Rainey, Shay Lush, you know what I mean, Larry Love, Sneaker Q, what up? Any guests we've had, I appreciate y'all. Innovative
Black, shout out.
Innovative, man. Shout out my man J.Black, bro, for giving me this opportunity, bro. I'm with you, bro. Sure. Anything you need. I need to put a banner up on the website too, bro.
Okay, we can work on that. We get all that taken care of.
Need it, bro. Yeah. I appreciate it. Man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, this is Gwinette's own X Malone.
Wow.
Innovative Black Station.
J.Black.
Really, man, professionalism, just standing on the morals that has got me this far. Being very professional and organized. Every placement I've got as a producer was not because I sent somebody a beat. It's like, yeah, it was my professionalism.
You know, there's a lot going on in my family this season, and fortunately, but unfortunately, it's all being aired out on, national television. But, the reason why we're even doing this show is to help people who can identify with our situation.